Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylan. Today we are going to see where to place the adverb in a sentence. In the previous lesson we saw all the type of adverbs. Today we are just going to see where to place it. In the book we are going from page 267 to 269. De 267 à 269. If you want to test yourself, you can join me on Instagram for a little quiz. So let's start. The good news is that French adverbs are usually going to be placed right after the verb, especially when it's not a compound tense. We'll see. So usually we are going to have subject, verb, adverb. Il est toujours en retard. Il est toujours en retard. Les enfants jouent calmement. Les enfants jouent calmement. Je suis ici. Je suis ici. Okay, so they're all after the verb. So that works for 90% of the time, I would say. When we have longer adverbs, they are either going to be placed at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. Both work. En général, il a de bonnes notes. En général, il a de bonnes notes. You can also say, il a de bonnes notes en général. Il a de bonnes notes en général. So that's for longer adverbs. Now in compound tenses, such as passé composé, futur proche, passé récent, etc. Some of the shorter adverbs are going to be placed between the first verb and the second verb. We are going to use the example of the passé composé. So we are going to have subject, avoir ou être, which is the auxiliary, plus adverb, plus past participle. I made you a list of the most common ones. Let's see. We have assez, assez, bien, bien, beaucoup, beaucoup, definitely not a short adverb, but it also goes between, beaucoup, bientôt, déjà, encore, enfin, jamais, mal, mieux, moins, souvent, toujours, trop, and vite. Trop can also be followed by another adverb. Trop souvent, trop vite, trop mal, etc. Let's see two examples. You have more examples in the book. Nous avons beaucoup aimé ce film. Nous avons beaucoup aimé ce film. So, avons beaucoup aimé. Il a mal réagi aux médicaments. Il a mal réagi aux médicaments. A mal réagi. Now let's talk about the first sentence that you have in the book. If you notice, I wrote, j'ai eu assez d'argent pour acheter une voiture. J'ai eu assez d'argent pour acheter une voiture. Do you see what is wrong in there? Technically, it's not wrong, it's that it's just a different type of scenario, and I wrote it in a natural way, of course, and I just noticed that when I was getting ready for this lesson. So here, why is it after? Because we have assez de. It's not only assez, it's assez de. So, j'ai eu assez d'argent, this is going to be after the verb. When on the other hand, if we look at other sentences such as j'ai assez mangé, I ate enough, j'ai assez dormi, I slept enough, or j'ai assez lu pour aujourd'hui, I read enough for today. Do you know what I mean? So this is the difference. You can add a little note on the side. In the next version of the book, I will just add it after, with a little note about assez de. Simply that. So that was for when it's in the middle. We also have the case when the adverb is going to qualify for the whole sentence. In this case, it can be at the beginning, at the end, or after the verb. Let's see. Hier, j'ai reçu mon diplôme par la poste. Hier, j'ai reçu mon diplôme par la poste. It can also be, j'ai reçu mon diplôme hier. J'ai reçu mon diplôme hier. And it can also be, but it does sound a little strange to me. J'ai reçu hier mon diplôme par la poste. J'ai reçu hier mon diplôme par la poste. Personally, I will say j'ai reçu mon diplôme hier par la poste, but you know, technically it's supposed to be after the verb. So you have it. That was all the way that we can use the French adverbs. It is a lot of case-by-case scenario, so make sure to have an open mind when it comes to the place of the adverb in French. If you want to practice, you can do the exercises 6.3 and 6.4. Tomorrow we are going to see all the differences between bon and bien, because they both mean good. So I will see you tomorrow. À demain.